Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Big Money Meni Book Club channel where we are again continuing Bedros Koulian's Man Up. Excited to be sharing with you guys. It is Sunday. Well, it was Sunday. It's Sunday with an awesome day. Started off with church and went out and celebrated my daughter's birthday. My oldest daughter turned 12. Well, actually turns 12 today, Monday. As it is, per the usual, 2 in the morning. And it's my daughter's birthday, so happy birthday to Manaya, my oldest, and very proud of her and the person that she is and the person she's becoming. And had some fun today. Went and spent some time with the family. And hope you had a blessed day wherever you are, whatever you did today, whatever you're going through. Hope you're doing well. Um, Hope you're blessed. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're motivated. You're positive about whatever it is. Hope you're excited about whatever projects you're working on, and whatever your goals are. May you reach all of them. May you succeed. May you do well. My name is David Meni. Back at it again, continuing chapter 3 with the Bedros Koulian's Man Up again. So do me a favor, if you are new here, please like and subscribe the page, the channel, the video. Share it with your friends, send it around. Trying to build this channel up. You can find us all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube at Big Money Meni, or you can simply search my name, David Meni, and it'll bring up all that information. All right, so here's the book you can see on the top right of your screen. Bedros Koulian is the author, CEO of Fit Body Bootcamp, and the Empire channel on YouTube. Phenomenal guy. I say it every video I make, man. It's an awesome guy to learn from. This is our book, and right now we are in chapter 3, which is the non-negotiables. The only secret is that there is no effing secret. All right. So yesterday we covered the first non-negotiable, which was work ethic, and there's just simply no way around it. You got to have work ethic if you want to succeed in whatever area you are in. Today we are going to cover the second non-negotiable, which is no excuses. Play like a champion. All right. So let's get into it, guys. All right. So again, these are the 4 tangible things that he feels you must not can't water it down. Pretty much the 4 basic pillars that you need to have as a stronghold, as a solid foundation for your business or for whatever it is that you're working on, whatever project you're working on. And then he says these are non-negotiable, and so this is what he calls them, the non-negotiables. All right, again, number 1, work ethic, and number 2, this is no excuses. Play like a champion. All right. So during my teenage years, I was fat and out of shape. And I first found motivation, and I was motivated to get fit so that I could have enough confidence to ask a girl out to senior prom. All right. And I could definitely relate to what he's saying here. Even though I was motivated, I started writing an excuse carousel. Even though I was motivated, I started writing an excuse carousel. And excuses like, I don't know how to eat right, I don't know how to exercise, so I might as well keep eating the terrible stuff that I've been eating. And he says that never did I make it to the prom. And that's partly or probably mostly because he was on that excuse carousel, believing those excuses that he was making for himself. Never did he make it to the prom. The same thing happened later in my career. I thought I should start a franchise, but I didn't know how. So I used the excuse of not knowing how as a way to let myself off the hook. And I highlighted that because a lot of people will just make mistakes, not progress, not be successful in a certain area, and really because of lack of knowledge of how how to get it done, and they hide behind that and say, "Well, I just don't know how, so I'm not going to do it." All right, and that's a terrible, terrible thing to do, but we do it all the time. A lot of people don't want to learn something new so that they don't have to keep doing it. They don't want to show their boss that they can handle certain things, so that way the boss doesn't ask them to do it. It's a stupid way of thinking, but people do it all the time. So that's why I highlighted it. It says, so I use the excuse of not knowing how as a way to let myself off the hook. His accountability is awesome. It's very paramount with this guy. I could find excuses with the best of them. All right. So if my business was failing, it's because I'm a foreigner. If my business is failing, it's because um, my networking isn't as good as it used to be. Right. It's because I'm putting in all this time to provide for my family. Right. If my health is failing, it's because I can't afford to work on that when I have to work so hard in my business. All right. If my work is failing, it's because I had he says, um, he was always there making excuses. He says he has a doctorate in making excuses. All right. So in order to man up, I had to learn that excuses were hollow armor, that they were a reflection of bigger issues and deeper problems. That's huge. All right. So in order to man up, you got to recognize that your excuses are just a hollow armor that we put on, thinking that this is going to shield us. But he says that um, they're just a reflection of bigger issues and deeper problems, like a poor self esteem or low self esteem, and a limiting belief system that I had formed at childhood that were holding me back. So I had acknowledged what they were, and then I had to fix them. That little voice in the head piped up. Has that little voice in your head piped up yet, telling you that all of this sounds great and good for you, but none of that will work because of X, Y, and Z? The excuses have arrived, my friend, just as expected, just as to be expected. All right, so you're not alone. Good news. Nearly everyone who has ever done anything big firsthand had to wade through the bullshit of excuses that popped up in their head. Just know this: excuses kill dreams and plant seeds of future regrets. All right, so we're getting away from making these excuses. All right, excuses kill dreams and plant seeds of future regrets. The key is to push through the excuse and not let them slow you down, impede your progress, or take you off the path of success. When you examine them, excuses are simply insecurities and fear of the unknown. You might be saying that the market is too saturated for your product. I hear it all the time from new people in our business. But what you are feeling is that you have to simply is that you have to offer is that what you are feeling is that what you have to offer is simply not good enough for the market to want. So here's what you got to do. You got to design a better product. Be a more valued uh, product or service for the marketplace. Hone in on your craft. Get obsessed with service and support, and squash your insecurities with rock solid confidence. I love it. So here's the answer to you that you excuse maker, you hollow armor wearer, um, you know because you are hiding behind these insecurities and uh, you know these things that you're just unsure of. This is what you got to do. You got to design a better product. And if the product is not, if it's not within your reach, if it's not up to you what kind of product that you sell, then maybe you got to change. You got to change you. You are the product. People buy you. All right. So it's be a more valued product or service. There you go, for the marketplace. So work on yourself. What makes you different from other people. All right. Hone in on your craft. So practice. Get obsessed with service and support. You gotta be natural at helping people and solve a problem. That's how you're gonna sell your service or your product to them. Get obsessed with service and product support. I'm sorry. Get obsessed with service and support, and squash your insecurities with a rock solid confidence. You got to be confident. You got to get rid of those insecurities. Insecurities suck. I'm telling you, insecurities really does take a toll on you and the people around you. It will hurt people. It really will. All right, so we've dealt with it firsthand. Other people's insecurities that have kind of poured over onto other people, and I hate to see that. Okay, so excuses give us a false comfort, right? So you feel good after giving an excuse, feel like you're off the hook, as you mentioned earlier, but that's just temporary. All right, so I would have achieved my dreams, but since X, Y, and Z happened to me, I simply couldn't. All right, and he says that's an easier narrative to swallow than the truth. It's easy to give an excuse. It's so much more easier than to tell the truth. Tell the truth, man. If you can just tell the truth, I don't care if you're good or phenomenal or you're terrible or something. If you're honest about it, that's respectable. It's really respectable. You know what I mean? Um, I would respect someone who's honest and says, "Look, I'm just not that good," as opposed to someone making an excuse and hiding behind it. Nobody wants to hear that, right? Um, I simply didn't want to put in the hard work and face the challenges that stood between me and my dreams, so I didn't even try. It says, make no mistake about it. An excuse may feel comforting in the moment, but at the end of the day, when you lay down on your deathbed, you will only feel the pain of regret. Excuses are a lot like sugar. They taste good at the moment, but they are damaging over the long haul. Right? The feeling will fade. The sugar high will crash. That's how excuses work. Banish them from your life. Elite performers have no room for excuses. Elite performers have no room for excuses. They don't make them. They don't have them, right? And that's why they are the elite. That's why they are successful, right? And so they own up to everything and they take control of the situation. All right. So very short um, the video we're putting together here today, the non-negotiable of no excuses. So let me ask you this as we finish up this video. What excuses are you making? And out of those excuses, which one of those have you bought into? You got to learn how to deny those excuses. You got to learn how to put them away, put them to rest. You got to learn how to take responsibility and just say, look, I'm just simply not that good right now in this area, and I need to work on it. And let me tell you something, man. If you can just be honest with that, God will move in your life and open doorways for you. And if you can simply just say, you know what, there's no excuse. I'm terrible in this area. I need help, and call up somebody for that help. God will move for you. So I really do hope that you were blessed by today's reading. No excuses, guys. No excuses. You have everything that it takes to make something happen, to win, to accomplish your goals. You have everything within you. Because God is with you. God is moving in you. God is working around you, working in front of you, back of you, on all sides. All right, never forget that. You have no excuse, to not be successful, to not win, to not make things happen. And whatever that goal is, if it's for you, if it's for God, if it's for people, to render a service or to render a product, there's no excuses. We could win, guys. Even if you are, let me handle this. When you lack in faith, you make an excuse behind it and say, "Oh well, the evidence shows this and this and that." Like, no, you're making an excuse to lack in faith. That's a big one. That's a big one today. There's a lot of people, man, they just seriously, they lack in faith. I'm one who can be very calm in the storm. Yeah, not to toot my own horn. This is not why I make this channel. It's just because my understanding with God is that I will be fine. I will be fine. And I will win. And it's, when it's God's time for me to blow up here, that's when it's going to happen. And I'm really strong in that area. I thank God I'm strong in that area. And that's why I can remain calm in troublesome times. And I wish everybody were like that, but they're not, and they can use everything in their past to make an excuse of why they aren't as patient with God, but it's an excuse. Don't buy it, guys. Don't buy into that. All right, so I just pray that you are blessed, man. Again, God bless you all. Thank you for reading along with me. Please continue to read, self improve, work on your mindset. All right, again, eliminate excuses, and let's fill up our minds with some awesome, better thinking. All right, when you get rid of those excuses, you become a better performer. You become that elite. All right, and I wish that with everything I have for you. Thank you guys for being on here. Please like, share, and subscribe this channel. Share our content, put it out there, recommend it to friends and family and cousins and uncles and aunts. Anybody that needs to hear from a book, even if they don't have the time to read, I'll read a chapter for them, and I'll give them my highlights on that chapter to help them with their daily thinking, with their daily routine. But other than that, man, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment. God bless you all. Y'all have a good night.